Welcome.
And they say,
Yo, destruction's incumbent and rumblings in the forest. My chorus is more fight and poncho spitting for hire. I'm tired of wax rappers proclaiming that they are worthy. Absurdity and urban currency currently is falsified. Alternative facts, yes, I love mumble rap. It's further in rap culture that shit can from all the sculpture. Bruising the infrastructure, perception, and ignorance is achieved through dollar signs while I'm seasoned left behind. Industry on decline, scientists in my mind, trying to build minds, waking up young minds, designed to redesign the way we see rap music. Labeled a certain way, they consider us all useless. And we follow the trend, dumb down for just 2 cents. Instagram likes like they work in the same blueprint. But what's your end game? They give you cats a few hints. Bow down to the king and embrace your descent. Pay attention and listen. Social media raised the gaze and all my bitches ain't saying nothing but claim to be perfection. Check my declaration, I'm handing out my conviction. Stand at attention and listen. Social media raised the gaze and all my bitches ain't saying nothing but claim to be perfection. Check my declaration, I'm handing out my conviction. Stand at attention and listen. Social media raised the gaze and all my bitches ain't saying nothing but claim to be perfection. Check my declaration, I'm handing out my conviction. Stand at attention and listen. Social media raised the gaze and all my bitches ain't saying nothing but claim to be perfection. Check my declaration, I'm handing out my conviction.
What we have here is a failure to communicate. Time to exterminate. 187 deadlier than ever. Catch me in the studio cooking up side by side with the mad scientist, side by side with my lioness. And never mind the gun reference, I'm coming back to attack and attract the stupendous. And dealing with these whack rappers, y'all horrendous. To this level, go extortionist. Instead of this guerrilla warfare, cold stairs, so pumping the birds in those heads. No antivirus can save you from this. Signs of the rest, and never mind the rest. So get down or lay down. We came down and take down. We came down and take ground. Say,
Stand at attention and listen. Social media raised the gaze and all my bitches ain't saying nothing but claim to be perfection. Check my declaration, I'm handing out my conviction. Stand at attention and listen. Social media raised the gaze and all my bitches ain't saying nothing but claim to be perfection. Check my declaration, I'm handing out my convictions.
Yo, my battle buddy. I was just watching some motherfucking goddamn shootout. And motherfucker, I saw fucking SABO's head pop out of a damn tank. And I thought of my brother. The best tanker motherfucker I know. I mean, name another tanker that's motherfucking more GQ, motherfuckers, more suave, more pimp, more Momo, anything. No, you can't. On the back, it's already played Dizzle. Ask my brother a question.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Fallujah, how did I survive? Fallujah, yeah, I got to die. Fallujah, how did we survive? Fallujah, they had to die. Back in 04, the height of the war, the Marine Corps relied on us, the Army force. watching tracers fly. AK rounds, RPGs, bouncing off our tanks. Me as a loader, checking the left flank, loading round after round. Met with heavy resistance, we in the dogfight. Ultra space, to the gunner side. Commander designating our next target. You see fear, we had to drown it. Courage, we had to harness. Releasing carnage as the driver pushes to the next phase. So let the record show. 19 kilo, don't ever doubt it. Fallujah, 19 kilo, don't ever doubt it.
You. What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode in SABO Studios. I am excited. I am super excited today. Why? Well, I'm about to tell y'all, man. I'm about to tell y'all. So, last week, I made an official announcement. Well, let me rewind a little bit. So, last year, during October time frame, myself, for those that don't know, I am a disabled veteran. And I decided to do something out the box like I normally do. Put myself in situations that I know I'm going to probably regret. And in 2020, when COVID pretty much hit, you know, I live out here in Florida. We've been wide open pretty much. We were locked down for about a month, and that's all it took. We were locked down for about a month, and everything kind of opened back up somewhat. Well, October of 2020, I decided to take a leap of faith, put my body through what I was not going to expect, and I decided to train in Jiu-Jitsu. And I was, 35 at the time. Pretty much going against all medical guidelines in a sense, knowing that my back is jacked up. My brains are scrambled a little bit from the service. For those that don't know, yes, I was in the Army, and yes, I was a tanker in the service, and yes, I've been blown up several times. Suffered numerous concussions. Blase. So yeah, I definitely was not expecting to go into jiu-jitsu to shout out Mr. Turtle, human man, appreciate it. You just walked into a story time, so welcome to the chat. And you know what? I decided to take a leap of faith, man. And first of all, my actual initiative was to get my kids involved in something. You know, obviously the generation nowadays, they're all glued to what we are doing right now, monitors, cell phones. Well, I wanted for them to try something different, something that can help them throughout life, obviously, defensive tactics and things of that nature. You know, I was fortunate to learn the basics in the Army, you know what I mean? And my kids, you know, I've been out since 2007, and they really don't know, other than my oldest son, they really don't know what it is to be in that selfless service mindset, kind of to be on point, you know what I mean? Not paranoia, but to be on point, on your guard, know how to react in certain situations, controlled chaos, you know. So I wanted to get him in. I wanted to get him involved. And my youngest son was like 5 or 6 at the time. Well, he declined all offers, ladies and gentlemen. He was like, nah, I'm good, Dad. And then he got motivated again. He's like, I'm ready. And then we got to the gym. He got on the mats. And then he was like, nah, I'm not ready for this. I'm like, come on, man, just give it a try. Well, that didn't work. So then I tried to convince my daughter, who was 14 at the time, and she's done jiu-jitsu when she was real little, so I know she can do it. She's got the body type to do it, in a sense. She's real long and lanky, so she could put somebody in a triangle real quick. But she denied all offers as well, ladies and gentlemen. So I was like, you know, majoring in a minor psychology, I figured, why not? I said, you know what? I'm going to take the class, and I'm going to show these kids that it can be done, even at my age, even at my beat up body. I'm going to show them that it can be done. So I did it. I did it, and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the grit, the discipline involved in it, the being able to tell your mind your body is jacked up, the challenge, should I say. I always fall in love with challenges, especially when somebody tells me I can't do it. And being able to tell my mind to tell my body, bro, you're jacked up, you're sore, you're borderline injured, get your ass up and go back to the gym. And that's pretty much what I kept doing. And my wife can contest to this. I'm not lying. Like, I would come home sore, jacked up. I would hit her up and say, babe, can you run the bath and salt so I could just soak in the bath? I would have her rub me down with Tiger Balm or Bengay, whatever other muscle relaxer she could put on me with spots that I couldn't reach, my shoulders, my back. Once in a while, like, it was so bad, I would have to pop a Motrin. For those that don't know, that's all they give us in the service. 800 and drink water. That's it. You can have a broken finger, a broken leg, you're gonna get Motrin. I've been shot. Here's a Motrin. Drink water and drive on, right? So that was like extreme cases, because I really don't mess with the pills and stuff of that nature. I'm kind of more into the holistics medicine. And anyways, so I just kept going. I just kept showing up, kept fighting through the pain, kept fighting through the mental fog, in a sense. Because, you know, when you're brand new at anything, it seems like you're not getting it, especially with somebody like me. I've been diagnosed with TBI, for those that don't know. That's traumatic brain injury. I can't even remember what I ate yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to pick up certain techniques and certain things, it takes me a little extra to process things. And that's why I made it a point, like, I have to continue to show up, because if I go once a week, I'm going to forget everything that was just taught in the lessons. So anyways, fast forward, a year later goes by, a whole year goes by. I finally get promoted to blue belt, which was one of my one of my check the box. And I told myself, like, look, self, even if you don't like it, or even if you don't feel like doing this no more, at least commit a year. At least do a year and see where the journey takes you. And not only that, at least compete in one competition, that's how I got this shirt here. And if you lose, you lose. If you get tapped out, you get tapped out. But that was my bucket list. I wanted to compete at least one time in hopes that I didn't jack myself up even worse, and to maintain at least 1 year of training. Well, I stuck to it, and that 1 year came up pretty damn fast. I got promoted to my blue belt. Probably one of my proudest moments, because I was like, damn, you know, I realized it's just the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm sticking to it, who knows how long I'm gonna go with it. Fast forward, couple months went by, and the person that I am is I love to share. I love to share what works for our veteran community, at least for my personal experience, whether it's through my music, whether it's through just finding any type of way to be able to inspire other veterans to keep going, man, to keep going, to keep pushing, to keep striving for something to live for, in a sense. You know, we all go through hard times, we all go through dark times, we all gotta ride that depression, anxiety wave of being out of the service, especially for those like myself who've been in combat multiple times. We need a little extra push to inspire us. Not necessarily me, because I'm into music, that's my therapy. But there's other veterans, other warfighters out there that don't have that outlet. right? Or they're financially binded where they can't pay the fee to go train. You know what I mean? Because it's not cheap. It's pretty pricey. It's pretty pricey. It's pretty expensive, especially when you start adding your family. You know, if you want your kids involved, it's not cheap, ladies and gentlemen. So I decided, you know, what can I do, and how can I be able to utilize my platform to pay it forward, to give somebody an opportunity who doesn't have the financial means to keep going, you know what I mean, to pay for this type of training, to be able to expose themselves physically, mentally, even spiritually, and give themselves a challenge to be able to elevate themselves, you know what I mean? And so I got with the instructor, the professor. He's I want to say he's a 4-degree black belt. He's been in the MMA scenes back in the days. He's lineage of Matt Serra, and I presented him the idea of what can we do to be able to become a hub, a sponsored gym for veterans, especially disabled veterans who think, you know what I'm saying, who've been told you're done. You might as well just be a vegetable. You can't do nothing to improve yourself. Take these medications and have a nice day. You know? So it's one of those things is, what can we do to, especially those guys who feel like they're a waste to society since they've been out the service, which is not the case. How can we provide and facilitate that outlet, that experience of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in a way where it can be practical, it can be methodical, where it doesn't, obviously everything we do is a risk, but it doesn't continue to risk any further injuries. And I realized with myself, at least, you are your own liability in a sense. If you go in there knowing that you got previous injuries, and you go in there with a big ego, and you don't want to tap for whatever reason, maybe you're a higher belt, you don't want to get tapped by a white belt, or whatever the case may be, you are liable to get injured and walk out of there, not only with a broken ego, but a broken or an injury, you know? So that's first and foremost, right? So we have to be able to, and that's what brought confidence in putting this program together, is because the coaching staff, the instructors there, the class alone, they strive on communication. They strive on communication. If you are someone who's nursing an injury, whether it's your knee or your shoulder or whatever the case may be, it's communicated in the classroom where, like, all right, well, we're going to take it easy, and we're going to format whatever the technique is of the day to where it still benefits you as a learning process, right? So that was put into my whole mindset of trying to put this together. And after a couple meetings, we figured out a program where we can facilitate a veteran, disabled veteran, warfighter, a 1-year opportunity at no cost at all. So they either, whether they get their blue belt first, or they make that 1-year mark. Because it takes about a year to get your blue belt in normal cases. Some people fast track a little bit depending on how many times they go. Some people take a little longer. But a year is normally the 1-year cutoff. So we gave that little gap. We give the veteran a year to either get their blue belt or make that 1-year mark, right? For free, no cost. The other thing was the cost of the uniform. That's not cheap either. It costs a little bit to pay for those uniforms, which in our world we call it gis. So it's like, how can we go about making sure that the veteran is not financially responsible for a uniform, especially for somebody who signs up and maybe only does a month or two, and now you just wasted $200, $180 on a uniform that you're probably not going to use. Nobody else can use it, you know, because it's just unsanitary in my mind. So it's like, what can we do? So our first candidate, I was able to negotiate or facilitate a sponsorship deal through our local American Legion here, Post 268. Shout outs to them. They fronted the cost of the first uniform to the first veteran. Well, that time is up. So now we're at who's going to sponsor the next uniform. Well, shout outs to our community. During the first candidate process, a member of our actual gym who's a spouse of a military wife or military veteran came up to me and said, hey, I love what you're doing. I want to sponsor not only one, but possibly the next two veterans. I was like, really, bro? What? Boom. That being said, we got the sponsorship for the next veteran, which I will be announcing here in a little bit. But I had to put some of this in context because it was not an easy decision. It was actually a tough choice. I had to put a little backstory to it, put it into context on how this all came about. It wasn't a quick turnaround. There was a lot of thought put into this. So, back to the selection thing. So, all the veteran has to do, the one that's selected, is easy. One, they don't have to worry about any type of financial cost, right? No money coming out your pocket. All you got to do is simple as show the hell up. That's it. All you got to do is show up with the right mindset in the proper uniform at the proper time and location. That's it. That's all you got to do. Show up. So we made that clear. Do not commit to this program if you can only make one day out the month, because it's not going to benefit nobody, and all you're going to do is set yourself up for failure and waste everybody else's time. So we had to figure out what is the minimum. We came with 3 days. 3 days a week was the bare minimum. If you can come 3 days a week, everybody will be happy. That gives you time. If you decide to spread it out, maybe do a class every other day, it gives your body a day to kind of chillax a little bit. So we said 3 days. Classes are from Monday through Saturday. That's plenty of time to figure out your schedule. We got classes in the evenings and we got classes in the afternoons, and we even have a class at 7 o'clock in the morning for all those early bird risers. So that was set. Boom, no problem. What else we got? Well, what else does a veteran have to do? That's pretty much it. They have to be able to show up on time, be at the right place, right time, right location in a proper uniform, and not to mention, all they got to do is provide their DD-214 for verification purposes, of course. And not only that, they just have to be able to honestly and truthfully, which is in our world an integrity check, but fill out a 3, 6, 9, 12-month eval. That's it. Obviously, your first one is your introductory, explaining to us in the class, the professors, your expectations. What do you want to learn? What do you want to work out? What hindrance you might have, previous injuries that we need to look out for, we need to be careful for, and that's pretty much it. Fill that out, turn that in. Next thing you know, we'll do the 3-month eval. How was it? How do you like it? Is this something that you see yourself doing in the next 6 months? Let's keep it going. Let's keep it moving. So that's what's up. I see a lot of people in the chat, man. I apologize, man. Shout out to everybody on the live right now. Trish, Elliot, Jack. What's up, Papa Jack? Got a chimba. What it do? What it do? Did I get selected? Nah, bro. You got selected for these nuts. Christy, what's up? La. We live from Jupiter, baby. We live from Jupiter, Florida. And all right, so back to the story. So last week or 2 weeks ago, a slot opened up, and we were ready for part 2 of our veteran Gracie Barra Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu program, our partnership. So I was like, okay, let's put it out there, and let's see who's interested, because a lot of people, I don't want to. They got too much stuff going on. Don't worry about that. I don't know what that was. A lot of things going on. They don't want to commit. Understandable. We keep it moving. Well, I was blown away. I submitted the inquiry last week. Shout out to everybody who shared the video, tagged everybody, messaged their family members, whoever commented. I appreciate you guys. You guys definitely got the word out there, where I was bombarded with a lot of interests, a lot of inquiries of people that wanted to try it out. And through some vetting, it didn't work out location wise. It was a drive for certain people, and we were able to finally select somebody today. So I'm happy about that. And not only that, I was just told 2 people. It came down to 2 people. I'm not going to lie, ladies and gentlemen. It came down to 2 people. And today was pretty much the go or no go at your station. So 2 of them came today for the 6 o'clock fundamental class. And they did the meet and greet with the professors, the instructors. One of them actually is a blue belt for under the Gracie lineage. He actually trained with us. Good to go. The other veteran did the meet and greet, and it was already off rip. That was like, this guy is the one. Why is he the one? Well, for one, the only thing that separated them to both is one had prior experience and one didn't. So he did, but not as far as a blue belt, brown belt type of atmosphere, in a sense. So I definitely, the decision came to where it was like, we have to give this individual an opportunity. This guy already he's a blue belt. Even though he's taken a little bit of a break in between, he's new to the city. He's settling down here in West Palm Beach area. But he's got the experience. He's been through those hurdles. He's been through the white belt mafia's phase, So we wanted to give somebody an opportunity to kind of navigate those mental challenges and shark-infested waters. This individual, he's not new to me. I met him, I want to say maybe 4 or 5 years ago. We really don't keep in contact, but he saw the video that was posted. He actually hit me up personally, and after I kind of like drilled him in a sense and realized he was serious about it, I was like, all right, meet me on Monday. Let's see what we got. He showed up. That's all I asked for. He showed up. He was a no-call. He was not a no-call, no-show. He showed up. Gave him the tour. Boom. I was like, bro, you know what? Congratulations, my brother. You've been selected for the Veterans Program. Who am I talking about? Well, Sam. I don't want to butcher his last name or put his info out there, but Sam, I met him at, I want to say 3 to 4 years ago during our annual July 4th shark dive with Wounded Veterans Relief Fund. So that is a special event for Purple Heart veterans, and he happened to be on that boat. I met him there. He's a single amputee from the arm. Great energy, great spirit, motivator, and that was about it. We shared information. We kept in contact once in a while, but that was it. And when he showed interest, I was like, bro, you are the perfect candidate on what we're looking for. You're a Purple Heart veteran, which means, for those that don't know, he was injured in combat. You're a disabled veteran. Not only that, I kind of got a little bit of the backstory on what he's doing. He's giving back to the warfighter community by providing leadership and what do you call it? Not self-assurance, but pretty much like life coach in a sense. Going out, giving speeches and things of that nature. So he's doing that for the warfighter community, telling them about his experience, telling the world pretty much his story. So what do I have? I want to congratulate Sam for joining our ranks and taking advantage of this great opportunity that was provided to myself, or for myself, and for myself to provide to others. Now I'm gonna read you a little quick bio on Sam. Again, I'm not putting his last name out there, but here we go. So Sam is a retired staff sergeant. Sam served with 2 elite infantry units tasked with closing in on capturing or killing enemy combatants during the early parts of Operation Iraqi Freedom, which funny because I'm wearing an Operation Iraqi Freedom beanie cap. So that was not planned at all, y'all. Caught in an ambush in 2005, Sam's life and military career took a drastic turn. Since that ambush, Sam started racing in the world's most challenging endurance events. Currently, Sam teaches leadership and team building. That's what I was looking for. Team building with the program. Today, Sam will share his story, take my hand, and talk about what it takes to get that much better and the importance of teammates around us. The whole mission of what we're doing is in that little paragraph, and that is actually Sam's bio. I said, bro, send me a quick little bio on yourself so I can share with the people. And that was my first time reading it. I didn't even look through it before. And just reading it alone, that's everything that we're about, everything that we talk about as far as, being able to push through our traumas and our traumatic experiences and turning that around and looking at it as a cup half full instead of a cup half empty. And being able to, through prolonged exposure, being able to share that with the world and put ourselves in a vulnerable state of mind. Because once me being here live with you guys on Facebook, sessions, YouTube, what else, Twitch, believe it or not, this is a vulnerable state. I am putting myself out there for judgment, criticism. Look at this guy, I don't like his beard, whatever the case may be. We're putting ourselves through you guys' lenses, in a sense, right? Let me go back to the live here real quick. So, what do we got? So we're putting ourselves to, so reading that alone is, he turned everything around and is giving back to the warfighter community, man. And that's inspiration in itself. So I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited to give this brother an opportunity to elevate even more, I'm saying, than he has already done. So I want you guys to, in the comments, if you are, I appreciate you guys from watching, show a little love, man. Get on the comments, man. Say, because I'm sure he's gonna watch this. I didn't tell him we were doing this, but I'm sure he's gonna catch it, because if he saw the last video, he's definitely gonna see this one. Make sure you guys jump on there. Congratulate Sam, man, for being selected to our Veterans Gracie Barra Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu program, our candidate for 2023. What up, Oscar? What up? And just show love, man. Show love. Not everybody can say that they could put themselves out there like that. Not to kind of harp on his disability, but he's an amputee, y'all. He's an amputee, and we need this for jiu-jitsu. We need these grips for jiu-jitsu to put the individual, grab him, toss him around, boom, boom, boom. So this individual is putting himself in a vulnerable state to just learn and grow as a human being. You know what I'm saying? So shout outs to you guys for tuning in, man. I appreciate you guys for watching. I'm going to go ahead and fade out. Congratulations one more time to Sam for joining our ranks in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Gracie Barra. Salute to Gracie Barra for even agreeing to this blueprint that we're putting together here in our community for our fellow, our nation's heroes, man. Our nation's heroes, our water fighters, our disabled veterans who have been dealt sometimes a shitty card, and they tell them, hey man, you're broken and you're done for. You know what I'm saying? So just chalk it up, charge it to the game, take some pills, take some medications, and just sit on your ass and drink Coke and eat potato chips. Nah, not in our world. You know what I'm saying? We keep pushing, we keep striving, and we keep striving to continue mission. So shout outs to everybody for tuning in. I love you guys, man. Y'all know the deal. Stay safe, and if you can't stay safe, stay dangerous. We out here. Moving on to our intermission. Let's get it. I am the soldier's lost voice. Come on! Is this what they want? Is this what they want? Is this what they want? Oh, Heavenly Father, why you made me a killer? Oh, Heavenly Father, why you give me your voice? Why you let me survive the war? Heavy is the head that was the crown. Place in position to change the sound. Walk by the music. A place where I can share my mental anguish. A place where I can showcase my inner wounds through my verbal stainless. Semi-automatic flow. The pioneer didn't even have to sell my soul. The soldier's lost voice. From day one, I am the one. Son of son, son of a gun. Coming at you live and direct. With the strength of 55 tons. Boom! SABO, the round of the tank, busting through your speakers. 120 millimeter aiming at your eardrums. Lyrical phenom, combat veteran, the undisputed champion. Let's go. Is this what they want? Yeah. Is this what they want? Yeah. Is this what they want? Yeah. Is this what they want? This is that turmoil, turn to strange music. That blueprint for you to use it. That never quit, never give up. I'm here to do it. I'm here to prove it.
I'm here to prove it.
I've been fighting all my life, been doubted all my life, been made it through the gutter, been made it through the struggle. This is for the outcast, the unwanted, molded out the rubble. Forever hunted. No need for accolades, no need for recognition. As long as one life is saved, my life is made. I've been doing this, been doing that, been a leader in my community, and that's a fact. And this is for those who feel alone, who've been neglected, forgotten, who've been rejected, passed up on certain selections. As a collective, our whispers shall overcome without any regression. Let's go. Is this what they want? Yeah. Is this what they want? Yeah. Is this what they want? Yeah. Is this what they want? You can't imagine the things I've been through and the things I've survived. Is this what they want? But with that struggle, there is beauty. I'm still here, still alive. Is this what they want? Remember the name, SABO.
Daniel Gelfand, Staff Sergeant.